post. Thank you. Okay, so what happens when someone comments? I follow on TikTok. Combos are more interesting there. I agree, but the fact of the matter is, shout out. Okay, hi YouTube, by the way. I'm live on here just checking it out because like I don't know, I've not done it before, and well, I have done it before, but you know, like I'm doing this for my cell phone, you get me. Conversation, if I'm looking this way, it's because I have like another phone like going live on somewhere else. Conversations are definitely more lit on TikTok, but I got banned on TikTok. I got in trouble for essentially saying things that they don't like. So you will get banned on TikTok literally every 2 seconds. So I don't know if I'm gonna be like, I can see the count. Follow count matters on YouTube for good lives. No, really. Yeah, I hear it. I actually I used to do lives on YouTube all the time, so like it really was a thing. I wonder. How long is the ban? The ban is like for, I don't know, until like Tuesday. The ban is till like Tuesday. I'm just trying to like decide what I'm gonna do with my hair. Oh, we have a viewer. Shout out to the viewer. Wait a second. Don't shake my head. Yeah, literally. And you know what? Like, they will not change it. Like, it's actually diabolical. Hi, Golf Wayne. Wait. Is this even a vibe? I don't know. Like, I feel like I should do something with my hair, but I really don't know what I'm gonna do. Imagine this being my life on YouTube. I feel like people used to come through on YouTube all the time though, and now I feel like they just don't. I feel like YouTube is, but I don't use it as much as I used to, so that's probably why as well. Okay. But how come I can't see a chat though? Let me see, what's this button? Oh, you can play games and stuff? Wait. Chat filter, top messages. Show every message. Don't do what, Golf Wayne? Hi, Dibs to Dabble, what's up? How do I know, like, this is so weird. You talk about intelligent stuff on Talk. Why the ban again? Well, I said something that they didn't like. You can't use certain words. You always have to, like, speak in certain code on TikTok. You always have to, like, you can't say anything on TikTok without getting in trouble. I wonder if I should like put my hair up in like a ponytail. You know when you're just like you're having one of those days where like you have no executive functioning, like you're just sitting there thinking about life and you're like, what should I do? Like your brain just doesn't work at all. You're just like, should I do this? Should I do that? Can I do this? Like, do I have the energy to do this? Do I have the energy to do that? You know? Like, you just never know. Well, you know, but you don't know, you know? It's just like one of those days where it's like, hi, silent witness. Like, should I be lazy and ugly? Or should, like, I blow dry my hair? But, like, am I gonna regret blow drying my hair? Like, I'm gonna do my hair, Granny. What? I'm gonna do my hair. I'm on the stream. What? I'm gonna do my hair. I'm on the stream, Granny. Somebody else is in the bathroom upstairs. I want to use the bathroom quick. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I was getting. Didn't you see me get up right now? As soon as I got up, my granny was like, okay, bye-bye. Granny, I just got up. So exhaustion on autopilot, real. System 2 and tired. You know. I don't know what system 2 and tired means. System 2 is tired. If you know, you know. What's system 2 mean? What does that mean? I feel like, guys, ouch. Ouch. I feel like I could straighten my hair, but do I want to straighten my hair? I feel like I'm gonna sit here for like 20 minutes deciding what I'm gonna do, and then I won't be able to do anything. How you day going? Oh, thanks for asking, SB Quill. How's your day going? Like, bro, what do guys, what if I cut all this hair off? Like, what if I cut it like up to here? If I cut my hair like up to here, that would be a lot of hair gone, right? That's like a lot of hair gone, but like not really. You want curlier hair? You have basic curly. Bro, I also have basic curly, don't worry. Nothing wrong with being basic curly, I guess. That's the mixed race life though. Okay, so read thinking fast and slow. What? Hey, it's been a while since I made it to one of your lives. How you been in general? Sorry if it's a loaded question, by the way. Oh, hi, Rope. It has been a while. How's it going? I don't think I remember you. Sorry, but thanks for joining the live. Share it. My day's going well. Actually, thanks for asking. Good to know. Bro, I do not know. How are you doing? What have you been up to, Mr. Rope? Oh, let me show you guys my skirt. Okay, so like, guys, I made a skirt and it's like super cute. It's too big. It's like way too big, but it will shrink in the wash. Like just imagine, you know? Pretty cute, right? Right? Like, am I right? Said regarding your system 2 reference. Okay. Nice. Also Neapolitan colors. Oh yeah, the ice cream, right? Kinda, yeah. I do, yeah, kinda. Wait. Yeah, so, and it is like a lot longer. It was super short before and I made it longer. So now I literally just have to wash it and it'll shrink and it'll literally be the best. So yeah. Also, what's the other platform people are chatting from? Rumble? No, I should have gone on Rumble, but I'm on the other one is Instagram that I'm chatting on. Smart to make it bigger so it'll shrink. Yeah, that's kind of why I kind of did it quite a bit bigger if I'm being honest, but I'm banking on the fact as soon as I wash that, it's gonna shrink quite a bit. But ideally you want to just like make it right the first time if we're being honest. Hi, Mr. Father Figure _INF. Thanks. I'm teaching summer classes. I don't think I've been on your lives in over a year because I don't think my niece had entered the world yet when that happened. Oh, you had a niece? Congratulations. Well, it's not your kid, but I mean, like, congratulations that there's a new addition to your family. That's really awesome. Um, yeah, no, I haven't been live on YouTube in a hot minute just because YouTube, um, for some reason, YouTube wasn't working for my lives anymore. And, hi, Sean Money. And so, like, I ended up stop using it. And then I recently I was like, okay, maybe I should start using YouTube Live again or whatever. But I don't know. Peace and love to you too, Mr. Father Figures _INF. What kind of classes are you teaching this summer? Are you a prof? Sorry, I don't remember my username. Oh, your username is like Rope Crew Man 36 or whatever. I'm talking to people over there as well, like on the other live stream thing. So sorry if it's confusing. Rumble, I mean, oh, I have no clue what your Rumble handle is, respectfully. No. What if it's more like this? Like this. Wait. I feel like for whatever reason, I feel like the longer my hair gets, the less I know what to do with it, which doesn't make sense. Girls be having the best hairlines. Well, it's not like men need them. You know what? Or maybe I just am not, like, maybe I just don't find things. Is there a word for people who just don't find things, like, attractive? Are you into scary movies? No. No, I'm not. Life is hard enough already. I don't need to be jolting myself into the next dimension. I'm teaching English classes. I'm trying to pick up more K-8 classes in the fall, but a lot of schools in my area are in a weird hiring situation because the fall enrollment situation is so uncertain right now. Okay, well, do you like that? Do you like teaching? Teaching is kind of nice. I don't know why people like scary movies. I feel like scary movies is a crazy thing only because it's like you don't like scary movies. You want to have intercourse with your girlfriend. Just be honest. Like maybe you like maybe if you were watching scary movies for the love of the game by yourself and you have all the t-shirts or whatever the hell, okay, cool. But most of the time, people watch scary movies. They want to watch with their girl, and she's gonna get scared, and she's gonna like grab onto him and be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so scared," and he's gonna be like, "Don't worry, I'm here," and then she's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh," and then he's gonna like kiss her or something, and they're gonna go back to wherever and have sex. Like that's really what it is. Or if it's on their couch and it's a Netflix chill type thing. Like let's just be honest. Most people don't like, don't actually like scary movies or whatever. So no, not always. Okay, well, that's typically it. Like nobody just sits down like, oh, I'm really excited to see this scary movie. Like, what the heck? Said LMAO, life is hard enough, damn, but straight facts real. I can't lie, I love them and tattooed my entire leg with them. Scary movies? No way, bro. There's no way you've done that. I've been teaching over a decade. It's my love of the job of teaching that has kept me in the profession all this time. That and the strength of the Holy Spirit. LOL, I don't doubt it. I've been watching them since I was like 4 or 5. My grandmother and I shared the love of them truly. You and your grandmother? Is your grandmother white, bro? Your name is Aka Jules 50, aka Jules 50. Was your grandma white? Because no black grandma is sitting down like, come on, let's go watch this scary movie together. Nope, nope. Ouch. Hi, GL. Hi, Glenn, or whatever your name is. It might be this type thing. This might be the vibe. Wait. Nope, we're black. Black over here. That's insane. A black grandma doing that is insane. Was she Christian or atheist? Wait, are you American? That might change it. If your grandma's not an immigrant, if your grandma's a black immigrant, that changes everything. Ouch, ouch. Okay. Hey, Bathor. I like scary stuff. I like that fear feeling. I want to walk the graveyard at 4 a.m. Yeah, that's psychopathic. You said, nah, we're American. Yeah, I figured you're American. That's why your black grandmother likes scary movies. Because I'm like, wait a minute. A black grandmother watching scary movies with her 4-year-old grandson? My grandmother would be like, in the name of Jesus, and I want no Odia in this house. Father God, oh me, Father, you want to kill me? Oh me, Father, Jesus of Nazareth. That's what my granny would be. You see how my granny just come a few minutes ago? Oh, Kaysharic, can I use the bathroom? And then I was like, oh, granny, I'm using it. And then I said, okay, I'm going to get up. And then she said, okay, goodbye. Yo, immigrant grandmother could never. She didn't pass away. I'm sure if she didn't pass away, I'm sure she would have had a lot of input on my tattoos. Having horror movie tattoos is insanity, bro. Can we all agree that Obsession was fire? I've not seen the movie and I don't plan to, but I've heard so many people talk about it. Where are you from? May I ask? I was born in Canada. Hi, Raph the Angel. That's very diabolical. And scary stuff is like so unnecessary. Like, why are you, I mean, like, I like taking like real risk, not like risk that's just unnecessary and gonna get me locked up, like as a weirdo, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm not like a weirdo, but wait, baby hairs or whatever, I don't freaking know. I just be doing freaking anything, you know? I lived in Manitoba for like 2 years. Oh, really? I was born in Manitoba. I was born in like the Detroit of Canada, which is Winnipeg, Manitoba. Shout out to my Manitobians, my Winnipegians. Hi, Uplift More. How's it going? Oh, the hair's fire. Thank you. I heard some Jamaican there. Well, no, well, it's actually patois. Like, it's the same in my island, my granny's island or whatever, and my grandma and grandpa's island. It pretty much sounds Jamaican patois. Like, no disrespect to Jamaicans. Like, the patois is patois in it. So, anyway, I don't know. Here's whatever. How did you like it in Manitoba? Personally, I think that Manitoba is a black hole where all dreams go to die. So yeah. no one that goes there leaves. And everyone that grows up there leaves. They never want to stay. Like there's literally nothing there but cartel and crime and prozzies and drugs and I don't know, it's just like it's like a dead city. Like there's nothing good there. I mean, like whenever they're gonna make movies for Chicago or whatever, Detroit or whatever, then they'll sometimes shoot part of it in Winnipeg, Manitoba, I'm pretty sure. But aside from that, Winnipeg don't really got nothing going on, you know? So yeah, I have to hop off because my hunger is hitting me and I haven't done groceries yet. Good to see you live again. I'll try to hop back on if you're still streaming later. All right, see you later. Do you know, what if YouTube live streaming was turned into like TikTok streaming? Wouldn't that be insane? What if YouTube live stream just had loads of people that just were able to just come in and out all the time? Like the structure of what TikTok has for their algorithm for streaming, however it works, it's really dope because people can just be flipping through, and it can be like a legit fun conversation just randomly, and anyone can come up and join the live, which is kind of fun, even though I don't like the app as a whole, if that makes sense. Like, why do none of the other social media platforms do that? Why does Rumble not function like that with their live stream algorithms? Why does YouTube not function like that? Why does TikTok not function like that? I mean, Instagram not function like that? Why does Twitter not function like that? You agree? Yeah, see? I agree, Mr. Jeff. Well, you agree with me and I agree with you agreeing with me. Like, because it's like all of the other algorithms are set up so that you don't get engagement. So then when you do get engagement, it's like, where did this come from? Like, who, the people that are actually getting engagement, it's like, how are you getting engagement? On TikTok, you can grow like that, and you actually have loyal people that come back and have better conversation with you. It's actually gas. Is that what they say? Love's like, is that what they say? No, it's actually kind of cool, but you have to keep that to yourself and make your own platform. How the hell am I going to make my own platform? I need someone to help me. You know, someone tell me how to AI my own platform together, and we can have people coming and like doing social media stuff, and then they can like have their lives that are like interactive and like post their videos, and like everyone can just be getting bare engagement or whatever. I don't know. I don't freaking know. Yo Keisha, yo Shen Bapiro, what's going on, bro? How's it going? Guys, feel free to ask questions. Please feel free to ask questions. By the way, I don't know. Am I the only one that thinks baby hairs are like the ugliest thing ever? Like, can we just like not have, like, let's just not do that. Let's just swoop it all one. There we go. All one swoop. Actually, matter of fact, what the frick? I like it better like that. Yeah. Than like that. Ugh. I don't know. I think baby hairs are so busted. Anyway, maybe it's just me. Yeah, I just don't find it very appealing. Anyway, to all the various people watching on, you said when it's fake, yes. Well, even when the baby hairs are like real, like these, like I have loads of baby hairs here, but I'm just like accentuating the baby hairs is what feels weird. You know what I mean? Like accentuating baby hairs feels like, ugh, why would you do that? You know, like it just feels like just put some water and live life, you know? Okay, now it's cute. Kind of, I think. I don't know, not really. I have like all these like hairs down here. Wait. By the way, that movie Obsession, I've heard so many things about it, but what do you guys think about it? Like, what do you think the thing is? Keisha, I'm Jewish. I have connections that can make a platform, but with one condition. What's the condition? You're knowledgeable in engineering work, right? My father, so the last thing I took in school was mechanical engineering, but I didn't finish. My father did his degree in mechanical engineering. He finished, and he does work with mechanical engineering. So it's so good. Can't front. What's so good? Openly support Israel and Netanyahu. You're telling me that you have connections to make a platform like under the condition that I support Netanyahu and Israel. So look, I'll say it like this, yeah. Everything I do, I work with my father, yeah. So everything I do is through with my dad. That's first. So anything we do is through that. Secondly, I don't have problems with Israeli people, but it makes no sense for me to go out and support a leader in another country that has nothing to do with me. And I know loads of Israeli people that are really normal people. I don't got a problem with Israeli people or Jewish people. As a matter of fact, I got Jewish people in my family. As a matter of fact, I got Jewish people in my bloodline. So I don't really say that, but at all really, but I do. It's no consolation to me, but I just don't roll that way on that kind of front, if I'm being honest. Man said, just kidding. Lol, I'm not Jewish. Well, it doesn't matter if you are or not because my position is the same. Obsession is so good. See, tell me why, because people excuse me. What do you think is the underpinning of the movie that people are out doing that or whatever? I don't know. I don't feel like it's that. I don't think it's that interesting. I don't want to sit down and watch someone who's a psychopath do psychopath things to other people. Like a man and a woman psychopath pass back and forth their psychopathy. I just feel like, why is that an interesting movie? So Obsession is fine. Supergirl is better. Doesn't sound interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Hi, Ghostface 0514. Lol. I don't find it interesting. I like zombie movies. You like zombie movies? I don't find that particularly interesting neither. I'm not a movie person. I don't sit down and go out of my way to watch movies. Although I have watched series like Peaky Blinders and The Immortal Man. I feel like they could have done more with The Immortal Man, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. Hi, Amina. I'm sorry, girl. I don't know how to say your name. But I did see that you put some comments on my IG story the other day. Kudos to you. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm literally Thomas Shelby. We have the same personality. Oh, you're an INTJ. Is that what you're saying? Mr. Shenbapuro1. Are you an INTJ? Hi, have you watched Michael Jackson? Yeah, girl, I seen it. I seen it. Did you? Have you watched it? As it goes for Thomas Shelby's personality, he is an INTJ. So if anyone knows their Myers-Briggs. Said, I don't know what INTJ. Lol, man put iron as in FE and then TJ as in sips tea and then JAY. But I'm as alpha male as Thomas Shelby. Okay, that's not how that works. If you've gone to Myers-Briggs 16personalities.com, it will tell you what your personality type is. Thomas Shelby is an INTJ. So you can do that and check. Or yes, I feel like it was heavily biased towards Joseph though rather than Michael. Or at least I didn't learn new things from the movie. How do you mean, Amina? Insta Life sucks. Keep losing connection. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Maybe it's because I'm downstairs, like in the downstairs bathroom and not upstairs. That sucks. How does that site determine that? Oh, it's this really long thing, but every job that you've ever applied to, hi True Main Event, every job that you've ever applied to, every university that's done personality testing on you, they use this. Like when you go and apply for an application and they ask you to answer the questions, this is what they're trying to determine, your Myers-Briggs personality type. The Govy uses it, you know, just go do the test. Hey, True Main Event, what's going on, bro? Yeah, like that, Jeff. Hi, Aaron, Daniel, 7569, lol. I'm kind of hungry, but I don't know what I want to eat. Do you know when you're hungry, but you just don't know yet what you want to eat? Oh, by the way, it's not Iron TJ. It's I, like letter I, like indigo, N, like no, T as in Thomas, J as in job, and that's what it is. INTJ. Hey, how you been, Kay? Oh, I've been. Thanks for asking. Nothing much. How you feeling today? No, that's a girl thing. JK. What's a girl thing? What's the website called? It's called 16personalities.com. INTJ. Yes. What do you mean Subway? LOL. Is it like the disc self? What the hell is the disc self? That, what an odd thing to say. Guys, don't be weird in the chat on YouTube. Not knowing what you want to eat. Well, just kidding. Oh no, that's definitely. Oh, food Subway. I do kind of like Subway. Subway used to have a really delicious sandwich. It was an egg salad sandwich, and I would put egg salad. I would get it toasted with cheese, the spicy kind of cheese, and I would put avocado, lettuce, spinach, tomato, cucumber, extra pickles, some jalapenos, sometimes some salt and pepper, the garlic aioli, sometimes a bit of, do they have ranch? No, honey mustard, teriyaki something sauce, the sweet onion teriyaki or whatever. And I would put extra of the sauces. Then I would cut the Subway in half and pack it in 2 separate things. Obviously it was a foot long. I pack it 2 separately, and then I would eat one, and then if I wanted to eat the other one later, then I could. What's a food you never get tired of? Jamaican. Keisha, would you rather a gay one or a thought daughter? What do you mean a gay one? What food can you cook the best? Probably Caribbean food, because I grew up in a Caribbean household. So that's just normal for me to cook that food. Oh, would I rather a gay son or a thought daughter? I wouldn't have either of those problems because they'll have a father. And their father won't be a bati man, a bati boy, or a pussy hole. So I will not have to pick between a gay son or a thought daughter because they're gonna have a father and a mother who actually is good. So I don't need to pick between those options. That's not gonna be me. Hi Spinny Bee, hi Foolish Man Cub Frankly, hi Dumb Millions. Any particular Caribbean dish? I like all of them. Can I troll here? No, please don't. Yeah. I'm not gonna fail my children, bro. My future husband will not fail our children either. They won't be doing that stuff. So, no, that's just not gonna happen. Absolutely not. Because first of all, the circumstances have to be created for the daughter to be a thought, and then the circumstances of neglect and abuse have to be created for the son to be gay. So if someone chooses to be gay, they have bad parents. Most people who are LGBTQ+, there's no such thing as being LGBTQ+. That's just unresolved trauma. But isn't being gay kind of like genetic? No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm a Christian and God doesn't give us the genetic predisposition to sin and set us up for failure so that we don't make it to heaven. That's not how that works. God isn't going to tell you that something is an abomination and then predispose you to do it. It's not how that works. Gay is the new straight? Absolutely not. Fire upon that, bro. Well, not in my house, it won't be. People can do whatever they want in their house. It won't be in mine. And I want that. And I need that. Bati boy business. That's kind of scary because that means I can become gay someday. No, you can't. I mean, you can get up and choose to be gay if you want to. That's up to you. But it is a choice. You can choose. And said facts, real. We are born into sin. We are not born with sin in us. Well, we are born in sin and in iniquity, but yeah, we're not, God doesn't write into our genetic sin. Like, no. Hi, Mr. Beatbop. The Bible says, raise a child in the way it should go, and when it's older, it shall not depart from it. A lot of people don't want to take accountability for the things that they've done to their children to make them that way. Because then they would have to change, and that would make them very uncomfortable, and they don't want to do that. Why would they want to change? It means they also have to acknowledge the things that they've done wrong and the way that they hurt their innocent child. They don't want to do that. Do you believe people are born that way? Absolutely not. Impossible. Who chooses to be gay? Everybody that's gay. Literally everybody that's gay chooses to be gay. You don't have to be. You literally could wake up one day. You can literally wake up and just do things. You literally can just get up and choose to do and be whatever you want to be. And people wake up and choose to be gay. It's literally fear and trauma. Because it's easy to be with the same sex. It's hard to get love and affection and affirmation from the opposite sex. You have to go outside of yourself, and it's very unnatural to yourself. Man said true. Why are you asking me then if you already agree? Hello, Mr. DJ to hype. Dom Millions, I agree. Well, yeah, it's literally that. It's literally that. So yeah, I don't believe in that stuff. And I'll never do anything to my children I'm not going to let my children be indoctrinated with that nonsense. My children will have my ideas. Well, my husband and I ideas, which will be Christian values and principles. I'm not going to let someone come and tell my child some crock of nonsense. The hell? Like, for what? Ken's laughing. LOL. I wonder how my face is gonna like, if my face looks better than like before, because literally the other day I took one of these things and shaved my face. Whoa, it's rare to see a Black woman being this hardcore conservative Christian. Most of them are libs. I'm mixed race, but my father is, I was raised by a single father, and he's very traditional minded. Yes, like that Bruce Gender man. He's a real Bati, that one. Who's Bruce Gender man? Anyway, so I took one of these like shavers the other day, like these female facial razor sets. There's really cute colors. There's like 2 pink ones. Well, a pastel pink, a white one, and an off pink. Kind of like, I don't know. But anyway, so say this is the pink one. You just get this, and you put oil all over your face, and then you just it's supposed to get all the dead skin off of your face. It's called like dermaplaning or something. Your face looks clear. Well, people say that to me all the time, that my face already looks clear. Hi, Mr. Bravissimo Barber. She the goat. Y'all don't know? Lol, thanks. Okay, so yeah. You just like hold your face, and then you just all the way down to your neck. Bro, the skin that it scrapes off of your face, funny, bro. But aside from that, bro, did you realize how much, man said respect. Oh, the barber, of course, when I'm talking about shaving face, lol. But did you know you got hair like on all of these parts of your face? Like, how, tell me how there's hair like on your face, like up here, and like the dead skin exfoliating. Yeah, that's why I done it, because I was like, it's the exfoliation that I'm trying to get. Because I'm like, but like, I feel like my cheekbones look a little bit more, you know, like shaving a beard. Bruce Jenner was married to Kim Kardashian mom until the mom made that Batty Boy clip away his almonds. Peach, like shaving a beard, kind of, except it's not a beard. You said peach fuzz? Yeah, kind of peach fuzz. That's probably a Black thing. I don't have any hair on my face. Every person on the planet has hair on their face, bro. And it's not a Black thing. You're white. I see white girls on the internet all the time just doing this. Wait, you don't have any hair on your face? What kind of grown man doesn't have the testosterone to grow a full beard? I'm sorry, but nothing is more attractive than a full beard. A full beard. The man them that can grow that thick like beard in their face, and it's just like a whole like forest on their face, and I just want to rub my face on the beard and just be like, ah. Message retracted. You deleted the message? I didn't know you could delete messages on live, like that you sent on the live. But anyway, literally like shaving like here, like all here or whatever. It's not really like shaving like hair really up there, like no one really has hair. It's like you're shaving skin off of your face, like exfoliating your face. And then like your nose or whatever, it's just super, you know. And then like, you know, now some people do it up, like against the grain, but apparently you're supposed to shave with like the direction of the hair on your face, like the peach fuzz or whatever. So anyways, I'm Chewbacca. It's what I discovered the other day. I am Chewbacca reincarnate between like, you know, the European blood, the Native blood, the Native American blood, and the Caribbean blood. It seems that I have formed and spawned as Chewbacca reincarnate. Man said, no, yeah, that's me, bro. Said my parents inject half a gallon of hormone blockers to my body since I was 13. That's why I don't have any beard. Your parents done that to you? Are you serious? not half a gallon. There's no way half a gallon. That's way too much. But I assume that you're exaggerating. Hi, NM.J19. I've heard if women shave their sideburns, a beard grows. No, that's not true. I don't shave my sideburns, or sideburns. Wait a second, sideburns. Women don't have sideburns, do they? Is this a sideburn? Well, because I like shaved this part, like the hair that was like here, I guess like it looks kind of like I have sideburns now, because now but if my hair was like super short, like a pixie cut, this little detail right here would be so cute. Like if my hair was uber short, this detail right here, like if my hair was like 3 inches long, this detail, or 4 or 5 inches long, this detail right here would make the haircut fire. We don't believe in short hair around these parts though, not anymore. We grow in long hair, don't care. If you go against the grain, you might get hair bumps. Right, that's weird. Agreed, yeah. The Art Alchemist, how's it going? Hi. I like women with light mustaches. Wait, if we're being honest, every woman has hair like all over their face. Like every person has peach fuzz because the hair on your face is meant to protect you. Like you have hair all over your body. And if you have hair all over your body, it means that you're healthy. And it's supposed to protect you from other things coming to the skin, to infiltrate the skin and stuff, like bacteria and stuff like that or something. And also to keep you warm or whatever. But anyway, you ever heard of forward conference? No, but when I just saw the word forward there, in my mind it went to Caribbean patois, forward. The forward. I don't know what you're talking about though. Keisha, what's your fave music album? Mine is Life of Pablo. Who done that? Who done that album, Life of Pablo? Who done that album? You ever been to New York? Yeah, I was invited there. The first time I've been New York, I was invited to do a speaking engagement in Brooklyn, and I gone to a few other different ones, and a few other different cities or sub-cities or whatever in New York. So I've been Manhattan, New York or whatever, all them places. Long Island, is it called? Anyway, I've been. I done a speaking engagement there. I was invited to speak on a panel, and yeah, it was really great. Burroughs? LOL. Oh, I don't know what it is. Oh, Kanye West. Kanye West done the Life of Pablo. I don't know. I don't think I know that album. I don't really listen to music that much. Sometimes I come on here and I'll be like singing and chatting stupid and stuff, but I don't really listen to albums and stuff like that. No, I don't think I've heard it. Hi, Mukoyando. Hi, Toes. Whoa. Toes 5183 is a crazy name. Oh, someone's asked a question. You guys know you can type the question. Hey, can you ask you something? Yeah, you can ask something, bro. Like you can literally ask the question in the chat. You can just ask the question in the chat. Top 3 things that attract you to a man. Keisha, your life is kind of boring. Yes, I am a very boring person. I say that all the time. Hi, Takeover Movements. How's it going? I say that all the time. I'm a very boring person. I don't do much. I don't go anywhere. I'm a homebody. Yeah, I don't really do anything. I'm a very boring person. Yeah. Top 3 things that attract me to a man. Like a man like me? I don't know. How would I know 3 things attract me to a man, like a man like me? How I don't know. Like a random man? I don't know. Is a 3-day Christian gathering events. Just went to my first 1 year, was worshiping with like 30,000 people. Wait, what did you, bro, Pastor Anthony Philip Mitchell, don't know who that is. Attract you to a man. Oh, what make me like to a man? What make me like to a man? I think first and foremost, like, you have to believe in the Bible, the whole Bible. Like, you have to have Christian principles. And he have to have a certain character, certain, certain way he operate. Like, he have to be a man of good character and kind to me, like, love me. That's it. Like, just kind. So, like, love Jesus, have good character as a man, like the contents of his character, and love me. That's it. Yeah, I think that's most people. Like, I think most people are that simple, though. Ephesians 5 is the standard of the men, and Proverbs 31 is for the women. Yes, you are correct. Absolutely, you are correct. But I have a father, so I don't have to worry about that. My father is gonna tell me, like, if a man is good or not, right? Like, my father is the one who's like, okay, well, this man is a man. I don't know what it means for a man to be a man. Like, I'm a woman. I don't tell men how to be men. I'm just like, oh, okay, cool, So, yeah, it's like that. And women just trust their father's judgment for men. And yeah. Does your husband must be Christian? Can you accept atheist to be your husband? Never. I can never accept atheist to be my husband. My husband have to be a Christian. Not that I'm converting somebody. The person that I will marry believes the whole Bible, will follow the Bible, will follow God, the principles of God, believe in God. You know what I mean? Like, hi. Oh, that is a crazy name. Hello, why they hate me though. Yeah, just find someone you're aligned with. Like, if you're an atheist, you're not going to want to be with a Christian. If you're a Christian, you're not going to want to be with an atheist. Just, I don't know, be with someone who you're aligned with and someone you like. I don't know. I don't think life is that difficult. I think you pick someone that you like, that you're aligned with, that you can do things with, that you can cooperate with. No one's got to be perfect. They just got to try and, do what's good for you. But realistically speaking, if we're being honest, no atheist is going to want to be with a Christian and vice versa. You understand, your life is too different. You can't even bond. You can't bond with an atheist if he's a Christian. Like, not deeper, not genuinely. And if I, as a woman, a man who's an atheist, how he's going to lead me in my house, I'm atheist, but I don't mind pretend to be Christian for my Christian. That's crazy. No, that's insane. Would you get with a Catholic? No. Is race a factor for you? Well, I mean, only because I'm a human and I would need to marry another human. There's only one race on the planet, and it's human. People actually don't know the definitions of the words that they say. So race means human, like, well, human is a race. There's more variant between the same group of penguins than there are between any human being of different skin color or ethnicity or nationality on the planet. So the human race, okay, ethnicity, yes, ethnicity matters to me. Nationality, not so much. You could be born, for example, I'm born in Canada, but I'm mixed race, right? My dad is Caribbean, my mom European and Native. So you could be born in another country, but you could be Caribbean too. That's fine. We have the same background, whatever, but Christian, Christian upbringing is more important than anything. But I do care about having a certain background in my home. I'm being honest. Can't be equally yoked otherwise. No, you can't. You can't be unequally yoked. You need someone that you compatible with. Christianity comes before race. Well, that's what I said. That's why I said Christian first. And when they asked me the 3 things that I need, I didn't even say, well, race is human. So I think what you mean is ethnicity. You need to marry a human. There's no other option. But that's why when they ask me the 3 things I need, I that attract me to a man is like his Christian values, his how you call it, his character, but that includes like intelligence, right? Like intelligence is a huge for me, and then also love me. That's it, you know. It's simple. Mr. Toes, what do you want to come up? No, I'm sorry. I'm not bringing you up, Mr. Toes. That's crazy. For you to like show the whole live your toes is crazy. Is there such a thing being equally yoked? Of course there is. Hi, Greg M144. Your new name is Miss Drake. What, Miss Drake? Are you out of your mind? That's insane. No. No. Why does everyone think that every Canadian likes Drake? I don't understand that. I don't know nothing about bro. Like, honestly. Don't know nothing about him. Kaysharic, Ghostface and Jeff are laughing. What's the joke? Key me into the joke. I feel like I'm kind of hungry, but I do not know what I want to eat. Maybe, there's something upstairs. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Usually, I'm very good with like 5 to 10 year plans, but right now I have no freaking clue in 5 years where I will be or what I will be doing. Right now I feel like I have so much uncertainty in everything. I think it drives me crazy because I'm such a certain person about everything. How many kids do you want to have? I for sure want to have 2 sons. I would prefer 2 sons and 2 daughters, but 2 sons first. Keisha, would you go vegan if your vegan husband asked you to? I was raised predominantly vegan, and if my husband wanted me to be vegan, I would be vegan. I actually prefer eating vegan. I like it. I do. I like it a lot. Good morning to you too, Mr. Urlabayer84. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. What's your top goal in life right now? I want to be married and have a family. I want to have children. I want to be a wife and a mother. Yeah, that would be really nice, I think. What? Why are people weird? I don't know what that person is talking about. What else? What do you mean, what else? Being a wife and a mother especially, is the most important job on the planet. What do you mean, what else? Is it not enough to be a wife and a mother? Yo, Acacia, I'm vegan too, except I'll have a steak once in a while. That's hilarious. Some vegans be like that, you know? How do you go about meeting potential husbands? I don't know. I have no freaking clue. I don't know. Meeting husbands, I have no clue. Like if someone's looking to meet a husband, I have no clue where you should specifically go to find a husband. You seem like you'd be a very protective mother. I think so as well, yes. Not like in an overbearing way, because obviously I'll have a husband to help like mitigate some of my emotion, but For sure, I'll be super protective about stuff. Yeah. I just like when girls cover the person. What do you mean when girls cover the person? Cover what person? I don't get it. I'm with OVO right now. Drake said represent for the hood. What's OVO? What's OVO? What does that mean? How did you get back in the live? I'm pretty sure I removed you. Do you have a career goal? Is being a wife and a mother not a good enough career goal? I've done so many things in life already. I've had so many jobs. I've done so many things. I want to be a wife and a mom. I've always wanted that, but obviously you live life in the meantime. Nothing has satisfied me. There's not a single career that I've done that has ever been satisfying to me. And I don't know. Yeah, it like nothing satisfies me. I'm always bored, and not bored in the traditional sense where women are like, oh, I'm bored, I want to go fly across the planet, or I want to go party or drink and do drugs and have like endless random sex with people. Not like that. I'm bored because there's no fulfillment in serving like anyone in corporate America. There's no fulfillment or return on your investment. It has no purpose. Like, I don't have purpose. I don't think I'll have purpose until I have children, like until I get married and have children. Nothing else that I've done in life has given me purpose. I just, quite frankly, I feel like I just don't care. I don't care about anything else. I'm just like that. Greatest occupation is a mother. So thankful for my mom. Good for you, man. I really respect you for that, Mr. Foolish Man, Cub Frankie. Yo, Keisha, how man phone is in front of you right now? Where else are you streaming? Oh, I'm streaming on my Instagram as well. So just like, I just have 2 screens in front of me right now. Yeah, so I'm not out here rolling, bro. Relax. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think anything is as cool as being a wife and a mother. I think that's the thing that will make me most happiest and most fulfilled. If we're talking about personal feelings, personal fulfillment, and personal joy and contentment or happiness, I think that would come with me being like a wife and a mom. But yeah, nothing else is fun. Everything is boring. And I like boring. Like, in my own personal life, I enjoy boring, but I don't enjoy working for people to make money. Money is a tool and it's necessary, and I've worked since I was like 12 years of age. Like, you know, I'd done like entrepreneurial stuff, like, you know, shoveling the neighbor's snow to get money until I could get a real job. And then once I was 14, I had my first real job, and I just kept working since then. But money never was fulfilling to me. It never made me feel good. It never made me happy. So, and like I said, I've done so many different jobs. It just never makes me happy. It never brings me peace or fulfillment or purpose. Like, because in my mind, I'm like, what am I working towards? Like, when I do this, what am I building? I'm not building anything when I go to the job and I'm making money. I'm not building something. And I'm like an architect. Like, I'm an INTJ personality. I'm a builder. And when I do things, it needs to make sense. It needs to make sense. If it doesn't make sense, I'm like, what am I even doing? Like, why am I even here? Why am I here? Not what am I doing? Why am I even here? People on Instagram is crazy, bruh. You can't engage with those savages. LOL. Why does every single person on every platform absolutely despise every other person on the other platforms? That's so hilarious. My new album coming out called Canada Hates Drake. That's pretty accurate. I ain't even gonna hold you, but I mean, anyway, what do you do these days that brings you the most fulfillment? Love. I don't know. I feel like loving, I feel like love brings me the most fulfillment. I genuinely don't think that anything else is as fulfilling as that, to be fair. Which is, you know, quite the statement coming from an INTJ person, I suppose. But again, things that make sense and that helps you build and helps you grow. And as a Christian, we understand that love is that thing, because God says, you know, if you love me, keep my commandments. So love produces actions. It, you know, strengthens faith. It strengthens growth in character. It also says love, perfect love, casts out all fear. You know, it gives you courage, you know. So please, why is the time on your clock wrong? Fix that, Nika. Man said Nika. It's okay, it'll be right at least twice a day, even though it's wrong. It's my granny's. I'm not gonna touch it. She's not gonna let me touch it. Crocheting is nice, but I only crochet because of love. Good evening to you too, Mr. Della Calon Capia. Geez, it is 17:23 and I've not eaten as of yet today. Do you ever also get the days where it's like, it's just really gloomy outside and you're like, oh, I don't really feel like eating. But then when it's really sunny outside, you're like, oh, I can eat everything in the fridge. Is there a word for that? I think you would do great being a teacher, especially elementary schools or toddlers. I've done substitute teaching. I've done K to 12. I also done early childcare learning from babies onward, like up until school ages. I've done English second language. I've taught special needs children. When I was at one point before, I wanted to be a professor, like a university professor, because I obviously enjoy yapping, I guess, about things when I'm passionate. But I would rather just teach my own children. I would rather just teach my own children. I have the skills and the tools now from all the things that I've learned. Teaching language, teaching, you know, English, teaching math, science. I have the skills, you know, from other jobs that I've done. I've, you know, so many different things. And the only reason I've ever acquired skills growing up, I feel like, was so that I could give it to a future family. Every single skill I learned, whether it was crocheting, sewing, knitting, embroidery, whatever, learning languages, piano, whatever skill I learned, I was like, one day I'm going to teach this to my children and I'm going to share it with my husband and we're going to give it to our children and it's going to be a real happy family. Bro, anyway. Why does everyone say that I look like that person from Mortal Kombat? And please, my name is Keisha. Do not call me anything else, or I will send you to the shadow realm. I like listening to you. Voice is calm and soothing. Everyone says that my voice is calm and soothing. Thanks, I think. Jeff Success says the goat. Yeah, people be calling me the goat too. Actually, on TikTok, they call me the curry goat. I guess the mutton goat, you know, like the Jamaican curry goat. I'm like, relax, bro. Okay, you're a weirdo and you have to go. And right, like I'm always like, where you guys get like this stuff? Like, what are you guys saying? But yeah. So anyway, shout out to all the people on YouTube. I feel I feel like it's so hard now to get anyone on watching on YouTube. But shout out to the ones that do watch. Indeed, I love the voice, soothing. Oh, well, thank you. I think it's the fact that I'm very monotone and I don't fluctuate very much. Like some days I'll be like really, really like passionate, But even when I'm passionate, like my voice is monotone. People tell me all the time that I'm super monotone, so that must be it, you know. No, not TikTok. People on TikTok are all ADHD autismers. I have I'm neurodivergent. I have ADHD. I'm inattentive though. I have inattentive ADHD or whatever. Genuinely. But whatever that means. Nothing wrong with the neurotypical people. Yeah. Hey Claim. Guys, ask some few more questions or forever hold your peace, because in a moment's notice, I will be on my way to get something to eat. Or as a matter of fact, maybe I could just take you with me. I like your passion when you talk about liberals. What do you mean my passion when I talk about liberals? What passion? What passion? Oh wait. Wait, no, didn't work. What is the crew up to today? I smell something. My aunt said she was gonna make waffles. I'm pretty sure she said she was gonna make waffles. And I might do well to investigate the matter. Obama and them. Oh, you seen me on TikTok the other day with Sems. Said, what is ADHD LMNOP? LOL, Spinny B. That's so funny. Man said, what is ADHD LMNOP? Lol. Okay, I hear it. You keep the same tone when you get mad. You noticed? Yeah, see, people tell me all the time, like, you're so monotone. Where's that? Oh, he's working. Happy, sad, mad, livid, whatever, even in the passion, the monotone is insane. I was talking one time, I had someone come up on stream, and I don't know what, I remember what we were talking about, but I was like, yeah, I think they were talking about like monotone, something with monotone, like voice tonality or whatever. I say, yeah, people always say that I'm monotone or whatever. And all of them in unison, there was like 3-4 people up on the panel, they're like, yeah, we noticed. I was like, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, you didn't need to say it with your chest though. Like, allow me, brother. Yo, Keisha, how can you believe being ADHD is genetic, yet being gay is a choice? No, I didn't say ADHD was genetic. I said I had ADHD and nothing wrong with being neurodivergent. I believe that ADHD and autism is all a result of jabs. Like, I kind of wonder if I wouldn't have had it if I didn't get no jabs as a kid. But also, I'm neurodivergent as well because I'm gifted. So even if I didn't have ADHD, neurodivergence, giftedness is included in neurodivergence. My father is highly gifted. He has an extremely high IQ. Like tested, like since he was a child. He was doing university at 8 years of age. So I'm also gifted in a similar fashion, and in a similar but different fashion. And that puts you on a neurodivergence scale. People who are gifted don't operate like neurotypical individuals. And a lot of the behaviors of neurodivergent people who are gifted, well, neurodivergent because they're gifted, they behave in a lot of ways like autistic people because, or they come across as autistic because they're not as expressive or socially, emotionally, socially aware of other people in the way that other people like want them to, like neurotypical people want them to, even though they're very socially, emotionally aware of themselves. So, question, why is it so hard for good men nowadays to find a good woman and have a family? That's something I've always wanted, to be husband and father. Your father is like genius and stuff. My father is like genius level IQ, yes. Like, Yes, he is, like, far above. But anyway, um, why is it hard for good men nowadays to find a good woman? And I don't know how. You said you're definitely gifted. Oh, thank you, Ghostface. Um, for men to find a good woman, I don't know how men calculate those steps. I'm not a man. I don't have the agency of men. If you ask me something about women, I can tell you about women, but I have no idea why men fail to do things that men are supposed to do. To be honest, like, there's a boatload of things, but what you're asking me is for an outline, a circumstantial outline, and the steps required, like the failure in the steps in the system, the systematic line of, like, maybe they're like in the agency of men, like maybe they're thinking, they're processing, their execution, and by no means do I have the ability to put those things together and tell you why the average good man is failing to find a wife. So I only can give you the female perspective on why women do what women do, or how they do what they do, or why they feel what they feel and how they feel what they feel. So, yeah. It really isn't hard. I would say it's easier for a man to find a good woman because of dating apps. I wouldn't know. I don't use dating apps. Did you just say if I have a spider crawling on my wall? I don't have a spider. Don't lie. I don't know. I don't use dating apps, so I wouldn't know if that makes it easier or not. But I did see on Twitter the other day, someone just said that they started dating from a dating app. Like, they went on one date. After 3 months, they were already engaged. And by the end of the year, like, no, I think by 6 months or something, they were married. So, I don't know, you know? I don't use dating apps. I've never been that kind of person, really, like, to each their own. I feel like if people want to use dating apps, I mean, by all means, go ahead and do that. But I don't know. Like, for me, I just don't see how that would be of use to me. So, yeah. Dating apps can sometimes be unsafe. Yeah, that's why I don't use them. Like, I really feel like like, just crawled on the green towel. No, he didn't. I really feel like it's not the safest option. I feel like I feel like a lot of people, like younger people, they're finding people on social media and dating and getting married. Like, I see people who met on Twitter and they're married, like they got married. Like, that happens a lot. People meet on Instagram and get married. People meet on Facebook and get married. People meet on TikTok, apparently. Someone told me the other day on a TikTok live that people meet on TikTok and get married. Like, I don't know. Like, on social media it's different. I feel like you can build a relationship with someone online. And that's always been a thing. That's never not going to be a thing, because since the beginning of the internet it's been a thing. But if we're being honest, it is better to, like, if you can meet someone in person, face to face, that's always going to be the best option. Now, if you meet someone great online, you can easily meet them in person. You can make a plan, you guys can go on a date or hang out or whatever, and boom, like, that person that you connected super well with online, now you've met in person, and great, you love each other, get married, whatever. Because I think in today's day and age as well, it is in a lot of ways becoming harder to meet people in person, because especially the way the world has went with the pandemic, and the way people are so divided on, some people are very conservative, very Christian, and conservative is not Christian, but you know what I mean? Like, there's just the end of, like, a more traditional value versus a more, like, liberal and, atheist or whatever else. because people are now so openly divided about stuff, it's becoming harder to find people that match that you're compatible with, like spiritually, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Even so many churches have become so divided, and people have left churches and been kicked out of churches for speaking the truth and all sorts of things, and not agreeing with all these bad things that, people were doing. And so I think it's becoming more favorable to meet someone online, because via social media or dating apps or whatever, because you can easily see someone online that's sharing the same message as you and has the exact same opinion and worldview, and you connect with them very deeply and very easily and very quickly, because no one around you in your small bubble is believing the truth. No one around you in your bubble, in your everyday life, is, being a strong, courageous, man, leader, however, men are supposed to do it. And, a good woman who is like loyal and respectful or submissive. Like maybe the small town that you live in, they don't agree with doing those things. Maybe they're super feminist and they're super atheist, and you're just sitting down like, I can't reproduce with any of these people. So there's a benefit and a negative to social media. And the benefit is that if you are stuck in an environment where the reproductive opportunities are low based on, the values being so drastically different, instead of you just unaliving, not ending up having a legacy, you can widen your horizons and actually end up having a chance with someone maybe that's overseas, or maybe a couple states over, or a couple provinces over, or just one country over, or a plane ride away, or a train ride away, or whatever. You can find someone that you're genuinely compatible with, and live a great life together. That happens all the time. And since the beginning of the internet, it has always happened. I'm not going to deny the fact that many good relationships come out of internet use, internet dating, or however, social media meeting, whatever. But you have to be able to meet that person in person, in real life. If you can't meet that person in real life, then it's just not going to go anywhere. And you want to be able to meet that person in real life. So it has to be a realistic kind of, if you're going to meet people online, you need to be able to realistically connect with that person and have a plan where you can meet them and you can maintain a certain relationship with them where you get to know them. So like, even for me, I'm a woman, so like any man that I talk to, I always get my dad to vet them as soon as they start talking to me, because whether you're in my face or not, like in person or a couple hours away, or a physical connection is needed 100%, or like a couple, miles away, or a couple states away, or a couple countries away, whatever the case may be, if my father has a conversation with that man, he's going to understand, okay, like what kind of man that is. And he's going to tell me, okay, yeah, like I think this is a normal guy, like this is a decent guy, or I like the way he thinks, whatever. If you like him, go ahead and chat him. You know what I mean? If not, then, whatever. So I think like there's a safe way to go about that, even if you do want to. Mental facts, real. There's a safe way to go about that. So like, even if you do want to meet someone online, make sure that your parents are involved, especially if you're younger. If you're a female, especially 100%, make sure that your parents have the opportunity to talk to that man. Like visually, we live in the modern age where you can have a FaceTime call, and that man can speak to your father face to face, your mother and father face to face, and say, hey, I've met your daughter on Twitter or TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. I don't know, but I've met her this way and I'm interested in her because this. I don't know how men talk, Men talk to my father, but my father has never told me those conversations, because why would he? It's not necessary, right? He just tells me the yes or no or whatever, like what he thinks. But the fact is, you can have those conversations, and that makes it a lot safer, so that when you have a conversations and get to know that guy, you don't have to worry about something weird happening. You don't have to worry about, oh, is he like this or that? No, you know that your parents know this person, and now you feel safe to engage in that because there's a cohesive now environment where everyone knows each other. Like that man now knows your parents, he talks to your parents. You know, there's a normal relationship. Like you can see that there's enough connection where nothing can really go sideways. You know what I mean? Not in the sense where like the relationship won't break up, but in the sense where there's like some integrity in the way that you're going to operate and deal together, because now your parents are going to hold that person accountable and hold you accountable as well in the way you treat each other. And now also because the father is involved, if the father thinks that the guy is a respectable guy, he's going to encourage you to respect that guy, you know, because if he thinks it's a good chance for you to have a good family, then your father's going to encourage you to deal well and kindly and respectfully with that guy, you know. And if you've learned cooperation from your father from the jump already, then it's going to be easy, right? Not always easy, but it's going to make a little bit more sense when you're trying to do things a certain way. So I don't think it's unnatural in our day and age to be dating people online and meeting people online. I think that's exceptionally normal. I don't think that's ever going to go away. But there needs to come a point where you meet that person in person, because you need a physical connection. That has to happen. If you don't have a physical connection with someone, you don't have anything. And it's not going to go anywhere. You need something that's going to produce a result. And that's the point of talking to somebody, even if they're overseas, if they're in the next city over, if they're a couple states over, if they're a couple hours away in the same province or same state. You still need a physical presence so that you can determine what you're going to do going forward, or if there's that connection, if it's going to work, you know. And you know, that's just is what it is. And it might be easier when you meet people in person, because off the rip you're going to understand if in that first meeting, like if you have that connection or not. But sometimes it is better. Like a lot of people who have really good relationships that they've been long distance, or they met from overseas, like online or something, and they say they got a chance to build such a genuine connection with each other from distance, so that they weren't blinded by the physical, like a sexual temptation or a sexual romance or whatever. They got to know each other genuinely, like spiritually, physically, mentally, and emotionally, that by the time they did come together, there was such a strong bonding connection that everything was just like, you know, seamless. It was a lot better. And because sometimes people put the cart before the horse, or whatever they say, where, you know, you meet someone in person and you can instantly feel like a physical chemistry or an attraction. Obviously that's going to be lust, because you don't know the person. Once you get to know the person, then it's going to be like you said, that's way better. Exactly, I agree, Jeff, because sometimes that distance protects the integrity of how you get to know someone. You do things more respectfully, and you have to function a certain way, which is good. It keeps a level of boundary and respect. But sometimes when you meet someone in face-to-face first, it's kind of like, okay, well, you're so, you know, visually stimulated, or you might be more lustfully over the person, and sometimes that can distract you from getting to know them in a genuine sense, you know what I mean? And you don't think as clearly, and you know, that's a testament of itself too. Like, you know, to each their own at the end of the day, said the carriage before the horse. Yes, that's how you say it. To each their own at the end of the day, but in person too, things are quicker, because you're going to understand your connection with someone a lot faster in person. You're going to move your relationship a lot quicker. You're going to understand the way the person thinks, the way that they interact with you face to face. You're going to see their expression when they speak to you. You're going to understand the genuinity of what they're saying and what they're doing. You're going to know a person a lot quicker in person, but you also can be deceived a lot easier in person. Because like I said, if you're focused on the lust. But the difficulty about the reason why sometimes it's better when you have a long distance relationship, you meet someone online, is because when you build a relationship with someone online, it has to be genuine, and you know it's genuine, because nobody is investing in dealing with someone a few states over, a few provinces over, a country over or overseas across the pond for an extended period of time that they're not interested in genuinely. Nobody's going to do that. However, when you're in person, sometimes because someone wants sex from you, or they want whatever the case, whether your money or whatever, right? Or just maybe, sorry, the way that you make them feel, they will stay around you because they like what you're giving to them in that moment. When you're at a distance with someone, you can't give them anything. You can only give them your genuine love and connection. And that's kind of why I think the long distance relationships that do end up, like people do end up getting married, they're actually quite successful because they put so much work and intentionality into the relationship to build that bond and that connection. If you build a connection with someone overseas and you genuinely love them and you respect them and you get married to them and you have children, you're probably not going to leave because you've put in so much work to get to know that person. You've put in so much work into making that happen. You've put in so much investment and time, and you've ignored all the things that were coming at you every day in your personal life. You've made so much intentional choices to be with that person and neglect the proximity. Like people say that people prefer proximity, but if you saw the value of something further away, that you neglected proximity for that, it's more likely that that relationship will work out better. So I think it's just up to the person. I don't think there's one size fits all that everyone should go out and say, I'm definitively going to go with this person that I met in person, or I'm definitively going to go with this person that I met online, because it's circumstantial. You have to do what's good for you and what God brings you and the way that he brings you. Sometimes it's unsuspecting. Sometimes you have no idea how something's going to happen, and then one day like something happens and you're like, oh wow, I didn't expect this, but thank you, God. I'm going to use this opportunity. I'm going to be grateful and see the way where it goes. Let me catch up on these comments, guys. I'm sorry. It's better to meet people face to face. FaceTime has allowed dating to meet more easily. Well, at least it's still face to face until you can meet someone in person, because meeting in person is important. You watch how they move. Observation is key. When I'm in a long distance relationship, I shorten my time on social media. What do you mean? And constantly reaching out at a distance. Exactly. Constantly reaching out at a distance demonstrates that person's level of investment, because people will be in close proximity to you and they still won't reach out to you. They still won't pay attention, or they still won't sometimes you can meet someone in person and you won't build a connection with them at all. Like you can talk to them for an extended period of time and you won't connect with them at all. But you can, meet someone from overseas and you can connect with them on a very deep level very quickly, because it's about the people who are involved in the interaction and the choices they make and the work that they do to build something. And if you're not the kind of person who's compatible, you're not going to build, you're not going to connect, it's not going to matter. Even if you do meet in person, it's not going to matter. And for the people who, it's not going to matter if you're not building. And for the people who are in person, you can talk as much as you want and you can try to get to know each other as much as you want. If you're not the type that are compatible and you're not building something together, it's not going to work. Even if you met first time in person, not online, just organically in person, if you're not the building type and you're not compatible, it's just not going to work. So it's about the people and the choices they make and the mindset they have and the things that they do to keep something operating and running or sustainable, and if they have even the capacity or the ability to do that. And a lot of people don't in general. And I think most of the dating problems today has less to do with the options that people have, but the lack of willingness that people have to build and do certain things. So I don't really go online unless it's communication with the particular individual. I'm like that for the most part, aside from the streams that I do, obviously. Relationships take a lot of work to thrive. Long distance relationships take a very specific kind of work to thrive. It is both easier and harder in this day and age. Yes, I agree. Intentionality, exclamation mark. That's the word that we should be using in all community spaces, especially those talking about building all relationships, both romances and friendships. Yes, you need to be intentional. Uh, Friendships is an interesting thing because I don't believe that men and women can be friends of opposite sex. Like, if I'm talking to a man, it's because I want to be married with him and for him to impregnate me and give me his children, and so that we can have a happy family and raise soldiers for the kingdom. Like, why am I talking to a man as a friend? Like, what the hell is a man gonna do for me that maybe my father can't, or a man in my family like my father, my brother, anyone, or that my man can give to me? There's nothing that a male friend can give to me that a male family member can't give to me, or the man that I love can't give to me. So there's no use in having a male friend around. And I don't keep male friends, and I'm not that kind of person. I don't really care. It doesn't, people always try to convince you, oh, well, you shouldn't this and that. It's like, no, I really don't care. It's not for me. It's not for me. It might be for someone else, but that's your business. Anyone can do whatever they want. I'm not going to do that. I don't like the time and investment it takes, like, to go pour into, and I think a lot of people don't think about the failures and the things that they do. Like, for example, say you have a relationship with someone that you care about, and you're not even having the time to fully give them what they need, but you're out here with opposite sex friends. So the time that you should be giving to the person that you love, that's investing in you, that you want to have a family with, that you want to have children with, you're neglecting them to give to your other opposite sex friends. How does that make sense? So now you are hurting your own self and hurting what you're trying to build and hurting your own investment, because the woman or man that you should be investing in to build a life with, that you want to be your partner, your team, you're pretty much saying, screw you, I'm going to go give my time and energy to these other opposite sex people that aren't going to do anything for me. They're just sapping my energy and my life force and my money and my time. And for what, bro? That doesn't make any type of sense to me. I don't know. I just don't see the return on investment in having opposite sex friends. Obviously, there's things that, like, my father and I do, like, business wise with other people. I think that's kind of different. But when it comes down to, like, actual friend, I don't call opposite sex people my friend, bro. No, not even close. Not a chance. But yeah, so you have to be very intentional. And I think people don't know how to have boundaries. So, like, I am intentional with people that I know from church, from, maybe university, or from work, or from, people that approach me randomly on the street. And maybe the Holy Spirit has, for whatever reason, impressed these people to come up to me and tell me their life story, and I don't freaking know why, but this has happened to me like my whole life. So this is why I'm giving my example, right? I'll be like in the corner of a room somewhere, and people will come up to me and sit by me, and the whole freaking place is empty, but they chose to sit beside me and then tell me their life story. And maybe they needed someone that day, and that prevented the straw from breaking the camel's back. I don't know. But I separate things in my mind in accordance to, like, the people, place, and thing, and I compartmentalize to the best of my abilities, obviously, as a woman, because obviously I'm still emotional to the degree that women would be. Obviously, to women, I'd probably be more stoic and logical, but to a man, I'd still be very emotional. So I compartmentalize to the best that I can. But I for church people, I'm like, okay, this is the church relationship. This is what I have to offer this person at church in this capacity, in this spiritual way, or in this physical work sense way. Or in the workforce, this is my coworker, or this is my boss, and this is what I have to offer, and this is what they have to offer me in the work business relation sense, and this is what I can give, and this is what I'm willing to do, and this is where I'm not willing to go past, like, beyond, like, emotionally, mentally, physically, verbally. Like, there are things that I just will not allow myself to feel or experience, or to process, or whatever, like, with certain people in certain different, I categorize every single person that I come across, and I'm like, okay, you're this, you're that, and this is what I can give you, this is what you want from me, this is what my expectation is of what I can achieve within this relationship of church or business or school or whatever. Can I maintain giving this to you? Which is why when people want to, like, go out and hang out, I don't go, because in my mind I'm like, I'm going to be responsible to give you something and look out for you, and unless I'm helping someone, I don't really want to be around them, because it's like, why are you here? What do you want? I don't need you around to have fun, and I don't have fun being around you. So why are you here? I don't want you to be here, and I don't want to be here. So it feels very self-imposing. It feels like no return on my investment. It feels like a very useless transaction. And I don't see the point in just sitting around and lounging around just for laughs. I'm not that kind of person. So, I mean, I'll go to an event that I'm invited to go to, maybe at church or wherever else, and I'm serving a purpose there for somebody. Maybe someone invited me to be a speaker, and so I'm speaking at the event. And I'll engage in other things by having a laugh here, there, and whatever. But that's not the sole purpose I'm there. I'm there to be a speaker at the event, and I will socialize in other ways that are found to be necessary for the purpose of maintaining the structural integrity of the relationship, but nothing beyond that, because there's no need for me to. It's not my job to. And I think a lot of people give themselves to people in ways that are not deserving. They give themselves to everyone in ways where it feels like everyone gets the romantic part of themselves. Everyone gets the, the intimate parts of themselves. And then there's nothing really special about them at all. I think people think that just sleeping with someone is a violation of, sharing yourself, but that's incorrect, because it starts mentally first. You share yourself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and then physically. You give up yourself and destroy your boundaries mentally first, and emotionally, and spiritually, and then physically. You have to go through multiple processing steps to get to the physical action. And people only look at the physical action, but they don't see the betrayal that they do to themselves and the people around them when they are doing all the other steps first. And so I think people would be happier in relationships, or more satisfied with themselves or the people they interact with, if they understood the purpose of the interaction with people. Man said facts, real, you get it. If they saw people as intention and purpose, and they did things with purpose. When I do something with someone, like I said, work, church, whatever, in events, engagement, once it's done, I'm like, it's done. My job is done. I can go. If I've exceeded my job that I've done, I'm like, I've exceeded this, and now maybe next time I can feel better about next time. But I know I'm gonna, the next time I'm invited to do something, I'm gonna want to exceed that there too, because it's doing the best of the job while the job is available, and then going and sitting away in peace and in silence, being like, oh, okay, I'm done. I'm good, for a very long time after the fact, Man said, damn girl, you really are neurodivergent. Lol, I'm not sure what that means. But okay. Yeah, so I'm not gonna go and carelessly talk to somebody. And I think people play stupid games and are shocked when they win stupid prizes. I wouldn't go and invest my time and my love and energy into a man and then say, oh, just kidding, I don't want anything with you, or oh, just kidding, I don't want to marry you and I don't want children with you. I think people who do that are exceptionally evil, and I think that's weaponized incompetence, because you cannot invest in someone and then pretend that you didn't know what you were doing when you were doing it. You can't get to know someone on a deep personal level and then just be, just kidding, I never loved you and I never cared about you, or I didn't know that you cared about me, or I didn't know that this would affect you. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like a lot of people will intentionally get people to fall in love with them and then throw them to the side and be like, oh, I didn't know. Said, yeah, it's backwards thinking. It is backwards thinking, because do you just do things without thinking? Do you do whatever you want, and you don't consider the consequences of your actions or the cause and effect of what you're doing? So you don't plan anything, you don't build anything, you just do everything reactionary, like autonomous responses, and you just expect something to stick and work out. Like, those people, I think they do know what they're doing. They do it on purpose, and they just hope that they don't get caught. Like, they very much want to do whatever they want to do and not have the consequences of their actions, and just experience the full benefit of what they want, but none of the responsibility and none of the consequences. And those people, they might feel good in the moment, but they're having a lot of problems down the line, if you know what I mean. Like, there's far too many consequences of doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, for yourself, your own character, your own mind, your own interactions with people, you're gonna have a lot of problems in life if you operate that way, you know? Well, I've always loved that phrase, play stupid games and you win stupid prizes. Yeah, it's true. They know it's just a game to them. Yeah, a lot of people, they do play games. And I'm not that kind of person. I'm very intentional. Um, I'm very intentional. Everything I do is with a purpose. And people might look at that and think, okay, well, that makes you a bad person. But no, I think it's better if you engage with someone and you're like, okay, well, I like this person and I think that there's a potential of something great happening, and so you take the risk in putting all your eggs into that basket and just seeing where that can go. And that's a very intentional and a very purposeful and um, a very genuine kind of approach to take to things. I think is a very disingenuous thing to go around with a bunch of different people and have random relationships where you cannot quantify them and you don't know what it is and you don't know the purpose of why the person is there. You don't know what value they hold or what position they hold in your life, and vice versa. And it puts people in a certain level of limbo, and you have everyone around you in limbo using them as you see fit for your purpose so that it'll benefit you and your feelings, whatever you want for yourself. And I think that's exceptionally wicked to do, but you're destroying your own self. So the people, when they realize, they just have to move on with life, right? It's scary how most people don't hold themselves accountable. 100%. Everybody has to be accountable. And that's why I said you have to be intentional. You have to know, like, if I'm engaging with this person, okay, this is just someone from church. If there's a church event and they need help setting it up, then maybe we'll plan that together. Or someone at work, okay, they need me to do this, help them with the inventory or whatever, itemizing, whatever, and I'll do that. It is what it is. You have to understand the value that you offer to people and the value they offer to you, and what that exchange is going to be, and what the limitations are, and where you can exceed things and where you can't, or else you're not going to go anywhere in life. You need to understand what can be built, where there's room to build. If something needs to be built, you need to understand circumstances and steps and, processing and, I guess, architecture. You need to be a builder of sorts, and I mean in the very literal sense, like the biblical sense, not in the backdoor secret society sense. I'm talking about the Christian biblical sense of a builder, the way God is a builder, the way God has taught us and admonished us to build. I don't understand putting that much work and energy into a person only to say, just kidding, so you wasted my time and yours because, yeah, that's crazy. I don't understand the mind or, behavior of someone who will do that and just say, just kidding, it was nothing, and, doesn't mean anything. I don't understand that either, because why did you waste your time? Like, screw me, F me at the end of the day, because I guess I'm just a person. If someone is just like that, right? The person they're doing to it, okay, they're just a person, but why would you do that to yourself? Why are you such an enemy to yourself that you would do that to yourself, to waste your own time and energy to do that? Like, I don't understand people who do that. I feel like somebody's playing games. All I can say is, I know I can't take no more. I ain't no lie. I wanna see you out that door, baby. Bye, bye, bye. Is that the song? Sorry, not sorry. I had to get a song reference of some kind in there somewhere. I am obligated. It is my chat participant contract, probably. LOL. Okay, yeah. I I know I can't take no more. I ain't no lie. I want to see you out that door, baby. Bye, bye, bye. Yeah, if someone's playing games with you, all you can say is goodbye. All you can do is respect their decision, move on with life, and it is what it is. Like, of course, it's gonna hurt you. You're gonna be sad, but what can you do? You have to respect people's free will, and people exert their free will in very peculiar ways. But there's nothing you can do about it, right? So, love the song reference. That's hilarious, by the way. Shout out to you, Mr. Rope. But yeah, don't waste your time. I said, you guys are talking about people like me. My motto is time is to be wasted. Life is to be played. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I don't got time like that. That's insane. Wait a second. Wait. I have to rinse like my granny shower sometimes before I leave because she's super anal about all that stuff, and so sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, let me rinse it a little bit just in case like there's like any like whatever, any leftover residue or something. I also, to be fair, okay, I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna bring you guys upstairs just to see like what's going on with, you know, with you know, the stuff upstairs. See if there's some waffles or something, and then I'm gonna dip. But I genuinely don't believe that. Oh, she made pizza. I genuinely don't believe that the average person is. I don't think the average person is going and dating people and then just being like, oh, just kidding. I don't think it's in the best interest of anyone to do that, and people probably do that, but I feel like that's more like if you're in person and they're sleeping with you, you know, like they have to be getting a benefit from you to do that. You finished? Wait. You finished? Oh. Can I have one of this, please?
What?
Can I have one of this, please? What? Auntie asked her, come on, what flavor?
What you do?
What flavor is this? Granny, I'm on the stream. What flavor is this?
It's banana.
What about blueberry?
It's banana.
Okay.
Because we have red bananas.
Wait, where's the where's the butter?
Excuse me, please.
Where's the
1
butter?
second, mommy.
Where's the maple syrup?
In the fridge.
In the fridge? Man said I low-key don't find a life to be more meaningful than a game. Just killing time for a few decades and go. That's insanity, bro. Life as a game to be played is crazy. Wait, is this? It's not done?
Is what done? The pizza? That's yours.
Which one? This one in the oven?
No. That one is your grandma's.
Wait, why is that veggie cheese though? That's veggie cheese?
Yes.
Oh, okay, thanks.
I didn't know was making for her.
What, Granny? What do you, Granny? What do you
What are you
mean?
calling me for? I
No.
don't owe you nothing.
Granny, you're such a savage, bro. I'm catching strays for no reason. Let me take my plate of food. Okay, so wait. No, there's not space there. Let me see. I'm gonna end this in a few minutes. Guys, ask your last question. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Because I'm gonna close it. Isaiah, can you move this, please? Can you put this on? This is hot?
It's cool, you know, it's
So
cool
I
now.
always have to put that?
Well, you check to see because they give you the option.
Life is not a
Right?
game, bro. I think people I mean, if you're thinking about like maybe the Matrix or something, I don't know, but
They give you the option, mommy.
like as a game, I don't know.
Oh,
Isaiah, you're
okay.
strong, please.
What you gonna get? What that?
His mom's pot.
You can't take it up?
It's not hot. Just take the cutting board too. Put it on top of. No, don't put it there. Put it on top of the iron. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm hopping off. Hopefully you'll be back on here later on TikTok soon. TikTok isn't gonna come back until Tuesday. So shout out to TikTok. Anyway, what am I eating? I'm eating waffles. My aunt made some waffles and she's also made some pizza. She got a pizza in the oven for me right now. But here's the waffle. So yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jesus, for this food blessing. Jesus, never pray. Amen. Yeah. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Last questions. I think in like 2 minutes, I'll just turn off the live. Said, God, I miss waffle, but I'm on a carnivore diet right now. Bro, carnivore diet will end your life. People always talk, I think it's funny when people are like, oh, carnivore diet is so much better. What's funny about that, they're like, oh, the ancestors used to eat like that. Yeah, and they also used to die at 35 years of age.
Astor, come here quick. Where do you?
My niece loves it when I do the nom 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 sound when
It's
eating, and she does it right back.
Very fine. This one do
That's so funny.
good. Very good.
That sounds really cute. How old is she?
Device. Here it is. Click that.
She must be newborn. She must be like little over 1 year of age or something. So I think you said she wasn't born yet last time you were on my stream, which was like a little over a year ago.
Take out that. There you go.
I'm personally on a seafood diet.
And then they'll
Just
allow
picked up a
it.
milkshake from a local place and I'm taking it home as I watch the World Cup. Whatever I end up watching. I love it. That's so funny.
Okay, then
She's
listen
15
to
months
my-
old. Oh, it's
No.
cute. That's
Listen
really cute.
to my email.
You know, my uncle always do the nom 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 thing and I always do it right back. LOL, relax, guys. There's no way you as a grown man do that. It's funny.
So this one here for the I'll do a part calzone and part pizza.
Man came in the chat and said that my wife is gay. Your wife is gay.
How was it, Isaiah?
As a pizza?
You mean you done eating already? Jesus, what? My Lord, have mercy.
It's
Okay.
18:15 right now.
What I tell you, Tracy Penny.
So you like it with
I got a fun like cheese.
Yeah, I don't know why you gave me Granny's dairy vegan cheese.
My God, today.
Yeah, you see. You see? I'll never hear the end of it. Was she eating waffles?
well then that can go to your father.
Oh, you can give me one piece.
What about?
Huh? Everybody gets their own pizza.
Auntie Astra, you never do blueberry flavor.
Jason,
You don't like
Blueberry
blue
flavor.
Is in Canada?
waffles. No,
Look at this.
no.
Is it Jason Penny, Canada?
Maybe online store, but not physical building.
I've made blueberry.
Not
But I
in a long
made
time.
bananas because we had ripe bananas.
Okay.
What are your majors?
Isaiah, just put that
The
back
last thing I
over
took in
there.
university was mechanical engineering.
Let me go to
I'm
the-
not finished though.
I'm not fortunate like others. You sit down and enjoy yourself.
Sweet Jesus. Well, guys, it's been real. Why does your waffle look soft and wet, and why you eat it with a spoon? Are those waffle soup? No. I only eat food with like these small spoons. These ones?
No, no, because
I don't know, it's like the neurodivergent spoon, you know?
they run off put one
I will not eat
I'll put some tomatoes.
unless I have the right spoon. I can't stand forks. I can't stand huge spoons. I don't want like big
It's on.
spoons in my mouth, you
It's
know?
on.
It's like big
This,
forks
I'm gonna
and
make him a calzone.
the food just tastes better with the right spoon.
One calzone and one
You
pizza
do
to
mine
walk.
Anyway,
too?
Your yes, ma'am.
so
Everything that's a
They
spaghetti?
say I did it as thin as possible.
I'm gonna
That's it,
dip
yeah,
now.
unless you want that to go
It's
to
been
your
like
son, and then I can make
2
this
hour
one
stream
and
now.
then give it to you.
So thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you guys follow or whatever, and then that you come back, you know, at the next stream, and we'll have random conversation while I'm eating random food. Something, I don't know. So,
Some people can't
good night. Bye, guys. How do I close this? Wait.
Oh.